Hello, Namaste, and welcome to my YouTube channel, SpirituallyGina, where I encourage you to pursue your soul. My name is Gina. Today I have for you guys your next 7 to 10 days. We have Pile 1, Love, and we'll be using the Claude Burdell Tarot for that. Pile 2, Career, the Yukio Tarot, and Pile 3, Wealth or Finances, and the Fountain Tarot. So please choose your pile or even choose multiple ones, and I will see you at your reading. And before I get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please leave a comment. Hello, Namaste, and welcome to your readings, Pile 1s. This will be for if you chose love. This will be your next 7 to 10 days in love. And again, we are using the Claude Burdell Tarot. I'll leave a comment down below if you like this deck. This is Terre de Marseille. And yeah, I'm just going to hop right on in. And I'm also doing live shuffling today. So also let me know if you prefer live shuffling or if you prefer the cards just already be out in the comments down below. All right, so next 7 to 10 days in love. Oh, wow, we have 3 of Cups coming in. Flying out, we have the 9 of Wands. This is a very specific message, by the way, I can already tell. We have the Knight of Pentacles and action to take. Action to take, please. We have here one that wants to fall. So you may be kind of erratic, or we have the Lover in reverse for action to take. So this is definitely about All right, so we have, again, the 3 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lover in reverse here. So this could be trying towards something that you know is not going to work. And so needing to understand where your joy lies, where your peace, where those higher vibrational emotions lie, and not look like this is definitely about looking outside of yourself, or someone outside of yourself basically impacting your joy, impacting your peace, impacting those, again, beautiful high vibrational emotions, and needing to cut it off. We have on the bottom of the deck the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So that really resonates with this message here, to where it's like you need to know what works for your spirit and what works against your spirit. So what works for your joy, what works against your joy. So if you're feeling negative emotion, if you're feeling worry, anxiety, just like that clashing, basically that disharmony, that you know when things are not in harmony, when it just creates a bad resonance in your energy body, in your body. You can feel that, right? So this is going to be about following your intuition. Your next 7 to 10 days will be about following your intuition. And again, knowing when something is working against your spirit and when something is working for your spirit, and needing to have that level of discernment, needing to have that level of awareness. So I feel that you are a very spiritual person, or you may just be dabbling in spirituality, but I do feel that you kind of have, like, we all have intuition, right? But some people just have more like sensitivity towards that. So I feel that you are becoming more sensitive at this time, and thus more sensitive to people's energies. And so needing to know, again, what works for your spirit and what is working against your spirit, and thinking in a very broad spectrum way when you're reading into someone's energy, not reading just for the present moment, but reading for overarching themes and overarching possibilities and overarching what's the word I'm looking for, not possibilities, but like conclusions, basically. So like kind of like reading into the conclusion of the relationship versus just like the present moment, because I feel that, very specific message, by the way, but I just feel your next 7 to 10 days will be very, like, it's about awareness, and it's about sharpening your intuition and listening to your intuition. And I feel that there could be not a battle, but there could be apprehension leaning into that, or just like kind of disregarding it a little bit, or having that sense, having that muscle like built up. So possibly experiencing contrast, and that is that muscle or that organ, that spiritual organ, that spiritual intuition that you're receiving. That's that muscle basically being built. So it's kind of like when you are encountering contrast, knowing that it is contrast, but knowing that you need to encounter that contrast to build that muscle so you can properly discern. And it's not everyone's journey to do it that way per se, but I feel that for you guys, it's definitely about, again, building that muscle to discern and reading into timelines and reading into someone's energy to where you can see, again, the overarching theme with the overarching possibilities and the end conclusion. So yeah, this feels very beautiful, honestly. I feel that you are developing your spiritual gifts, your spiritual talents, and you will be able to see that in love. You will be able to kind of like see things long term, and to see when you are following your heart, when you are following your intuitions, and when you're not, and how and what state you're being left in when certain things happen. So it's kind of like, oh, this one's coming out. We have ignite. Yes, I was saying you are igniting like your intuition within you, I feel. And we have open, becoming more open to your intuition, and cosmic. Exactly. I also feel that you are grounding cosmic energy in your body. So you need to be very aware about who you are around at this time. Like being open, obviously, but just being very like aware. And we have bottom of the deck, whisper, divine, magic. Yeah, there's a lot of divine cosmic energy surrounding you in love. So overall, your next 7 to 10 days in love will be very eye-opening. I'm sensing kind of like a lot of clarity, like the clouds breaking when there's a storm, like and the sun coming out, the illumination that you are wanting, that you are seeking. And I'm actually going to look for the sun in here because I'm feeling a lot of the sun's energy. And we're going to see what's around that card so we can see what is being illuminated currently. Wow, the sun is like way, way back here, apparently. Does he not want to come out to play? All right, so we have the sun, exactly. We have the sun here with the the 3 of swords and the page of cups. So what is being illuminated here? I feel that raw emotions and choices that are being made from a solid place are being illuminated. So I feel that these 3 cards here represents you finally stepping into a truth, no matter how much it cuts, basically. Like you finally accepting an emotional truth, no matter how deeply that it cuts. And standing firm in that truth will lead to more and more clarity. All right, so this is going to be all for you guys for the next 7 to 10 days. Thank you guys so much for watching. Namaste. Hello, namaste, and welcome to Readings How-Tos. This will be for if you chose career. This will be your next 7 to 10 days. Leave a comment down below. Excuse me. Leave a comment down below if you prefer live shuffling or if you just like for the cards to already be kind of like out on the table. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So next 7 to 10 days, please. In career, we have the 3 of Swords. Next 7 to 10 days in career. And by the way, don't feel any negative emotions with that card. It is here so we can illuminate something. We have the Knight of Cups. Wow. We have here the Ace of Swords again. And that's a beautiful card to get. And we have here Justice. As action to take. So bottom of the deck we have Queen of Pentacles with the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So I feel that there's something that your heart is very, very aligned to, and you may not be fully stepping into that. And I feel that with this message here, I'm talking to myself a little bit because I'm like, I'm definitely am aligned with what I'm doing, but I definitely have not fully stepped into owning what I do for a career because it's very out there in my opinion. I don't need a degree for it. I just kind of need to exist. And I'm like, but where do I study for this? So how do I get a degree in spirituality basically? And so I feel that with you guys here, with your next 7 to 10 days in career, it is illuminating where your heart is aligned and making that and aligning to that equilibrium. Basically, it's like your heart, basically it's saying your heart will always guide you. His heart is looking at this Ace of Swords here, and that feels very like there's an intellectual and a emotional love for a certain thing, and you may not be fully stepping into that. You may kind of still have questions about it, but Two of Wands, Two of Swords, up in the air about it, not being grounded in what you're doing. And so needing to do that. And we also have here the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so like second guessing, needing to kind of like quiet the mind and to kind of like pierce through the bullshit, basically pierce through all of like the mental blocks and the perceived limits that you have. So I feel like your next 7 to 10 days in career will be very grounding for you, very illuminating. Again, it feels that your heart is aligned to something, but you're not fully allowing yourself to do it because you have a limited perspective around, you have like a negative mindset around something that you love doing. So you just need to kind of like, you need to dive deeper into what you're doing. You need to dive emotionally and intellectually into what you're doing, and knowing that. And we also have Justice here, and I was actually reading through my notes, and I feel that your mother could have been a negative influence for you with this crossing here, or I'm feeling more so of a negative influence. Let's see, actually. I guess we can use these to clarify. So clarify Justice, please. Clarify Justice. What is she trying to say to us? All right. We have indulgence and we have illumination. All right. So that could just be negative energy surrounding what you're trying to do, or being held back by worldly attachments as well. So yeah, but I don't know, I do feel that sometimes our parents can be deterrents for what we want to do in this lifetime, and that could also be a meaning with the cards there. I should have just trusted that, that's kind of like going back to me needing to trust my intuitive guidance and my intuitive gifts as well. Yeah, we have Devil and Seven of Pentacles here, so it is something about an attachment, or something that's long term that has been kind of like sucking your energy. So this could be a castrating mother figure, as I was saying. And then we will do 3 cards here from this deck, just wrapping up messages. So we have here Realm. So I feel that there are still aspects of your career that you need to ground with that card, but knowing that you will eventually, but there still are things that you need to properly align to. We have Divine, so you have a divine mission in this lifetime, and it doesn't have to be anything spiritual, but I do feel that this is something that you have to fully align with, and your heart is wanting to, but you're not necessarily allowing it to do that. And we also have Luck, so needing to become aware about something that involves your career, and it may be around how people look at you, how people see you, how people view you. We have people view you. Here we have View. That's really cool. And we have Begin and Whimsy. So like just beginning to step more into your feminine, whimsical, not logical energy, like not needing to have an explanation for everything. And yeah, so I will end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And again, leave a comment down below if you would prefer me to do like live shuffling here, or just have the cards already ready. Thank you guys so much for watching. Namaste. Hello, namaste, and welcome to Readings, Pile 3s. This would be for if you chose wealth. This would be, or finances. This would be your finances. In the next 7 to 10 days, we are using the Fountain Tarot for this particular pile. Leave a comment down below about if you like live shuffling, or if you prefer the cards to already be on the table. Alright, so just jumping right on in. Next 7 to 10 days in finances for pile 3s, for the collective, whoever's watching this reading. Next 7 to 10 days. Finances, next 7 to 10 days, we have the Magician. Powerful start. We have the Chariot. Okay, so someone I was watching, what he does is when he gets two major arcana, he covers one up. So I'm going to do that and see what we get. So I'm going to cover up the 7 with the 5 of coins. Because I like that. I like how he did that. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And for action you should take, we have here the Page of Wands. There is a need to expand your mindset. We don't like hearing this. I feel that because it's kind of like we hear it all the time, but there's no practical application. What I'm seeing here is that you need to practically apply the law of attraction in order to shift your mindset and to expand into a new reality. This is very specific, and I do feel that you are manifesting outcomes that you don't like, that you don't resonate with, and that's because there is a lack of expansion in your money mindset, in the money arena. And actually, I have my money talks cards here, so I'm going to pull from this deck here too. But bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Swords, we have 7 of Cups, exactly. Basically having very ungrounded energy when it comes to money and needing to practically apply solutions. So finding a solution and practically finding like a practical solution to your money issues, you know? And that looks different for everyone. It does depend on what you're doing, but it is a mindset thing. Like mindset is like point A, you know, and everything else, like your action is point B, but it really depends on your mindset, you know? It really depends on how you feel like when you spend money, when you receive money, when you see others with money. It's like all that is taken into account, I feel here. And I know for me personally, I can feel like weird about spending money, but also like I can spend money too much. And then I can feel guilty receiving money and also guilty spending money. And when I see others with money, I'm kind of like not jealous of them, but I can just be like a little bit envious, honestly. So it's like knowing where you are in relation to money and expanding from there. I feel that your task here is to expand with this Page of Wands here, like expand into the unknown, like knowing that you don't know everything, right? You don't know everything about money, and you can work on this area in your life and see positive outcomes, see positive benefits for taking the steps to recalibrate and to realign your money mindset, because it does feel like you keep manifesting outcomes that you don't want or that you don't resonate with. And it's the same, now is the time to shift, but to also do practical things. Like I plan on budgeting. I'm like, oh, I don't want to budget, but I think that's going to be really helpful for me. And so just doing, again, something practical so you can like have like a system in place basically for your mind to understand. And if you have like radical faith, radical belief, then you don't need to, I don't think necessarily you need to take action in your manifestation. That's very like controversial, but I do feel that it could just come naturally, but it does take a lot of unattachment, possibly a lot of time. And so we can just do this more consciously through like some effort, a lot of manifesting work, a lot of mindset work, and just expanding your energy, expanding your aura to attract more money, and knowing that you are like a magnet. We attract things like magnets. If you can attract perceived negative outcomes, and also not labeling anything as negative or positive, but if you can attract quote negative outcomes, you can also attract positive ones too. So we have here this man looking in a hole, and this I think an ostrich looking in a hole. So like looking everywhere but inside of yourself for money, looking for solutions everywhere but instead of going inward. We have someone like this animal in a potato sack, I feel. And we also have someone picking oranges here, or picking fruit. I was saying doing something practical. This is a very practical step. And this card here feels like scraping the bottom of the barrel, almost. So just not getting to that point. And it's like, yeah, here, like wanting money, dreaming about money, but not taking action steps, or being like a little bit lazy, perhaps. Needing to put on a suit and tie and go work for it. And I don't think we have to work hard for money, but I do feel that if we believe that our actions don't align with what we want, then that can be like the sticking point almost. So yeah, this feels like a very practical application of money. So I like these cards here. They're cute. It's called Money Talks. These are MAC cards, metaphoric association cards, basically like oracle cards, but this is what psychologists use. I don't use these often enough, and I brought them. So yeah. But overall, your finances look like it's totally in your control, is what universe is saying, and that you need to properly align yourself with knowing that you have that much control, knowing that you have that much say in your money. All right. We have here muse, finding proper inspiration, not selling your soul basically to make a dollar, making sure that it is in alignment with you. We have space, giving money space to enter into your life. That's different for everyone. And we also have mastery, needing to master a certain aspect. And the magician is considered to be a master, or a partial master, I guess. But you need to master certain things before you can get that flowing. And we also have story here. So possibly needing to master the story that you're telling yourself. Heart, listening to your heart, and sun with embrace. Wow, that's beautiful. Money is there to support you, and it is actually around you now, but needing to know that and needing to internalize that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and leave a comment down below about what part resonated most with you. And I hope to see you guys here again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.